Hey everybody, welcome to Week 13, Countdown to Blastoff here on AnglerChannel.com video. We got Angler Channel Pro staffer Robbie Digh with us. And, Robbie, Easter weekend's generally a fairly quiet weekend. A lot of people don't choose to run tournaments, but that doesn't mean there aren't any, because there are. There are plenty to talk about, but we're also going to talk about the Santee Cooper Open Team Tournament coming up a week from Saturday down on Santee, plus Oakley Big Bass. Plus, we got to talk about the winds on Saturday. Let's start there. And before we do, we thank our three great sponsors: Evinrude and the great line of E-Tech Outboards, Ranger and the great line of Comanche boats, Z-Series boats, and, of course, Progressive and their great line of insurance products that you can get a free quote at www.progressive.com. Robbie, this past Saturday, we were at Douglas Lake for the Tom's Marine Team Trail up there. They had 156 boats, windiest day on any lake we've ever been to in the history of covering bass tournaments.
Yeah, I fished the BFL on Wiley Saturday. It was extremely windy, John, but I'm sure the guys caught a lot of fish there at Douglas, and we caught a lot of fish at Wiley too, but it was tough conditions to be on the water, and you really had to adapt to conditions, and the rainfall was unbelievable. It was coming down in sheets, and wasn't a good day to be on the water, but if you're a tournament fisherman, you go out there anyway.
It's part of the deal.
Yeah, it's part of the deal, and you just got to have a good rain suit and prepare yourself mentally.
Yeah, that's right, and obviously a lot of anglers did, because there were a lot of fish caught on Saturday. Hey, coming up this weekend, we got the Green Boat and Motor Team Trail is going to be at Lake Norman. I believe it's their third or fourth event. Brett Collins is doing a nice job with that trail.
Yeah, he is. They fished last year, and this year it's picked up a lot. He's got a few more boats, and Brett's doing a great job at it, and it's a good payback, and it's a good tournament to go out and fish.
And on Norman right now, what would you throw this weekend?
Well, some of the fish are still spawning, John, so there'll be some sight fishing going on, but it's a great time to throw a Cinco, and the fish are starting to get on a jig a little bit after this spawn, so there'll be some post-spawn fish being caught on jig, and also maybe a little bit of topwater, a Rico or maybe a prop bait, stuff like that.
Another thing, Brett's also got several cat qualifiers going on this weekend at Norman, Murray, and I believe Santee. So another big weekend at Santee for cat. Got the Berries Team Trail going down on Oconee Lake, and if my memory serves me correctly, whenever it rains a lot, Oconee gets very dirty.
Yeah, all these lakes, and that's one thing I didn't specify. He's talking about Norman. All these lakes, spinnerbait's going to be hard to beat, because there's going to be a lot of dirty water in the back of these creeks, and I would definitely check that out, and maybe a chatterbait too. But I think that'll probably be the winning patterns this week, because a lot of these fish are coming off the bed, and it's probably going to be a spinnerbait and a jig and maybe a chatterbait. All
right, that's good to know. We got the PAA going down to Ray Hubbard this week for the All-Star Series event. That's a no-entry fee tournament. First time the PAA's ever been able to pull that off. That's a big deal for them.
Yeah, that's a huge deal, and as a matter of fact, I talked to them yesterday, and they're going to have a good crowd down there, and the fish are biting, so it's going to be an exciting deal, and there's going to be a lot of money giveaway.
Yeah, there is. And don't forget that there's an article on AnglerChannel.com's homepage about that tournament you can read about today. Morristown Team Trail on Cherokee Lake. Cherokee, a little bit calmer conditions this weekend than last.
Yeah, last weekend and this weekend is going to be totally different, and it's going to be some bright bluebird skies from the weather forecast we got, so it's going to be an interesting weekend, John. I think you're still going to see some of these bigger weights like we've been seeing all year. The fishing's been great so far, and I think it's going to continue.
Yeah, everybody's been saying that too. And last but not least, we got another no-entry fee tournament, Fish for Life, down at Clarks Hill going out of Wildwood. What's going on with all the no-entry fee deals? We got the PAA and Fish for Life.
Yeah, it's a great way to draw guys. So, it's a little bonus for everybody that fishes, and, it just puts a little icing on the cake for us.
Sure it does. I was talking to Vic Sykes, who we're going to see later this week. He lives down in Manning on Santee. He said exactly what you did. He thought the bite was going to remain really strong for the next 6 weeks, not just at Santee, but at a lot of these lakes. It's been a heck of a year for bass fishermen.
It is, and I can't strongly say enough about Santee. I'm just on my way back, and that lake is coming back, and I think next year you're going to see some big records broke that winning weights come out of that lake, and it's due to the grass that's down there right now, and it's just going to be a good fishery. It's probably going to be the top fishery in the southeast
next year.
I'm gonna make that prediction, and it's good. It's great now. I mean, the BFL, there's 20 bags over 20 pounds come in, but you're going to see that in the next 6 weeks, and it's going to be a good tournament, that Santee Open.
Yeah, that's a week from Saturday, everybody. Don't forget, you can get all the information about that tournament on the tournaments page of anglerchannel.com, and all you got to click on is Open Tournaments. Scroll down to April the 30th, or put April 30th in the search box. It'll pull right up with everything you need to know. Man, good seeing you. Glad to see that you had 2 trips to Santee in 10 days. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and I know we forgot a tournament there, the Oakley Big Bass Tournament, because it's the day after. Well, it's actually 2 days, Saturday and Sunday on Norman, and April 30th and May 1st.
That's right. That's right.
And it's going to be a great deal, and I'm looking forward to fishing that. And it's a good way to get a kid started, too, because they're going to pay by the hour, so you got 8 chances to win, 8 hours, and it's going to be a good time.
We've said it over and over again. At the Oakley Big Bass, all you need is 1 bite. 1 bite can win you money on the hour that you caught it. And then if it's big enough, it can win you a whole lot of money on Sunday afternoon.
That's right. You can win you a boat. So
win you a boat package.
It's going to be a good deal, so y'all come out and try it out.
And registration for that is Friday, April the 29th at Bass Pro Shops in Concord. Robbie, great seeing you. Thanks for stopping by our headquarters here in Rock Vegas. And, folks, we'll see you next week. If you're on the water this weekend, be safe. Okay, man.
How's that?
That's good. That's a 2-part deal.